one of these days, one of these days.
I'm risking my job, you know. Patient records are supposed to be private.
I'm not gonna hurt him. I promise.
I suppose I didn't really want to know the truth.
Don't worry. No one will ever know. Arthur! Arthur Hastings!
Lovely day for it.
You lovely day for it, me, you idiot. It's me! Sally!
I knew it was you. I mean, it's another you. The glasses, the hair. You're all dashing now. But the way you look around, all intense like that, I just knew that's Arthur. How the hell are you?
Sally? You look quite stylish.
This ancient thing. I've had it 2 weeks. I'm not even sure it's still in style.
Green and white checked. Your dress. That night you ran out the door and I never saw you again.
That horrible gingham dress. I had to grab something to put on, didn't I? Wait. You're off your joy.
Oh, don't be
Oh, ye
ridiculous.
of little faith. I'd never turn you in. You wouldn't believe what I've got myself into.
I saw Percy. A picture of him. And I remembered the train.
Oh, shit.
I have to go find him. I promised I'd take care of
How are
him.
you gonna get out? Do you even have a letter of transit?
Absolutely. On my desk, in the city. I've been living in the Garden
The
District.
Garden District.
Off the scraps of our former civilization.
God. I could help you. I do... know General Bing.
Oh, the General. You always did have a knack for making helpful new friends.
You still hate me.
Yeah, well, I've only been wondering for the past 14
We were
years.
16!
Could you?
Because he took me in when my mum died. Because he was so generous. Because he said he loved me. I don't know. Some things just happen whether you want them to or not.
We were so close. The two musketeers. Remember?
You know how we used to sit on the swings by the Crash V1? These days I spend a lot of time there, remembering.
Look. It's a horrible, terrible world out there, and no matter how clever and brave and fierce you are now, you'll need a letter of transit to get into the Emerald City.
I've missed you for 14 years. I think I can escape Wellington Wells without your help. And I definitely don't want any favours from your latest friend.
Arthur! Well, there's your answer, darling. Arthur hasn't forgotten you. Shit. Colonel Lawrence. Wasn't he the hero of Ramsgate? I mean, of course, he's been exposed to mustard gas. He was in the Great War. I do need his pituitary extract. I guess I'll have to pay him a visit. I bet I can just walk right on in.
Sorry, I'm very busy. The family is in mourning, and will be shortly. With any luck.
I've come with the Colonel's prescription.
Prescription? What does he need with medicine? He's dying. No thanks. I know you're a clever chemist and all, but he's very old, and we've decided to let nature take its course.
Oh, it's not a cure. You can't cure old age, can you? This is really just to help ease the way. Help him sleep.
Wouldn't mind if he slept a bit more. Always ringing that goddamn bell. All right, I'll give him the pills.
I'm afraid it goes in the other end.
I suppose you'd like to administer it.
I can do that. I understand that the family is sometimes uncomfortable.
Great. Well, up you go.
No! It's in the will. We agreed.
That was before you pissed on the Sheraton sofa.
I did not. It was Edmund.
Honor? Regina? No. Is it? Is that you, Hope? I thought you were gone on holiday. They've been beastly to me, your sisters.
I'm sorry, Papa.
They're waiting for me to die. I'm surprised I haven't woken up with a pillow over my face.
How horrible. You survived artillery and mustard gas, but your daughter's your enemy now.
You're not Hope, are you? Who are you? Who? Honor! Regina! Help!
This will only sting a little. I hope. You deserve better. We don't have a lot of heroes. Alright. I have my pituitary extract and my amalgam. I need to replace the safrole and the mephedrone. How do I get those?
Where did you go? Come out and take your medicine.
Figures. Your rabbit peed on my books.
And then you let your snake eat him.
Uncle Edward bought you another.
You murdered Mops!
You're just cross because Uncle Edward loved me more.
Pity, more like.
You dared me to jump off the roof?
The
Then
odious
you
McLear
pushed.
sisters.
How much joy do you have to take before you believe yourself?
If you or Edmund defiles one more of my things, I'm keeping the Applewhite chairs.
Keep them. Since you broke them out of spite. And I'm keeping the Chippendale breakfront.
Don't you dare!
No. You do get it in the will. It is awfully fragile, though.
You mustn't!
Ah, something you actually care about.
You won't get away.
I'm going to chuck something in case I need to run.
Sally Boyle! What a lovely bunch of nonsuches. From your mum's garden?
But she's crying.
Can you make me different? I want to be different.
But you are different.
She means like everyone else.
I'm supposed to care about dresses and dances, and all I can think about are rockets and chemicals. Can you give me something to make me silly?
For a couple of hours, I dare say.
Shush!
You don't have to care about dresses and dances. You just have to pretend to.
Your mother told you to always tell the truth, didn't she?
The lies they tell children.
But you ladies don't care about dresses, do you?
But I love dresses.
Keep to your chemicals. For later.
Later? Later when?
Things change.
What do you mean? Do you know something? Where did you all go?
The weird sisters. They're always making potions and things out of herbs. I bet they could help me. I know Dr. Vlok is scary, with all the doctors at his beck and call. But I couldn't keep playing his naughty nurse. Well, I suppose I could have. But you have to draw the line somewhere, don't you?
Suggest you take more joy.
You can't expect me to wear that.
Since when do you care about fashion? I thought that was only for silly girls.
For God's sake, gingham. I look like Hansel and Gretel.
You've been looking a bit too provocative.
Provocative? I don't even wear a bra yet.
Maybe you should. You don't want men to get the wrong idea about you.
First, I'm not doing enough to get a man. Now I'm trying too hard.
Just wear the dress, will you? It'll keep away the wrong sort of attention.
Is the place still secret? Secret and swept and deep. Who will call the maiden? Tis time. Tis time. She comes.
Hello? Nimue? Vivienne Morgals? How do they do that?
All hail, Sally Boyle, mistress of alchemy. All hail, Mistress Boyle, who knows the secret of maternity. All hail, Mistress Boyle, who seeks the other shore.
I keep forgetting. You know my secret.
This potion will help your daughter sleep. She won't get hungry as quickly.
I don't know that I believe in magic.
What else is left to believe in?
The potion isn't magic. It's herbalism. Your mum knew herbs pretty well, didn't she?
Yes. Especially what you can do with foxglove. In fact, I came here for some ingredients I need for some... well, drugs.
Have you tested magic and proved it wanting? Or have you simply assumed that what you don't understand can't be true?
I suppose I haven't tested it.
Then do this, if you like. We place our sacrifices in a chest in the wilds. I'll put the place on your map. Put some bricks in the chest and say this prayer.
Bricks?
See what comes of it, and then return.
But about my ingredients?
We'll help you with what you want, but first, learn what you need. You don't even know what that is.
Before the learner attains wisdom, the teacher has the right to give several tasks.
Several.
That's how it works, yes?
All right. When will I see you three again?
When you know what is unknown.
Anon, anon.
Who's she talking to on all the telephones?
Oh. Of course the lads are here. Mustn't let the birds go thinking they can do things by themselves.
Scared of you? Ye shall not suffer a wish to live! Monstrous regiment of women! We'll have no witches here, thank you! We're not scared of you! Are we?
Wanker!
There we go. 5 bricks. Now I just say this prayer. Goddess, lighten my burden. Give me the strength to carry what I must, so I no longer need the strength of others. Goddess, I dedicate these bricks to you. Blessed be. All right.
Huh? That's it?
That's strange. I do feel stronger. Maybe because I'm not carrying around a ton of bricks. I guess I should talk to the weird sisters again. What have you got for us?
Like we're all just pawns on a chessboard.
Did you say the prayer?
I sort of feel stronger, actually. I think I can actually carry a bit more. You can't prove it's magic, though. What if it's psychosomatic?
So what if it is? You're still feeling stronger.
I'd rather you taught me about herbs. I need them for the drugs I have to make.
Patience. You are close to the learning you seek.
Our henge has been occupied.
The old stone circle? The wedding party stones?
There's ancient power there. The sacred circle has been polluted.
If you can clear it, then we'll teach you about the herbs you need.
Wow. That sounds sort of fun and righteous. Why not? Adversity builds character, right? We must have lovely characters about now.
Clothes make the man, don't they? Nobody likes a naked person.
So tired. So very
All rotting.
Do you think it's sweet enough?
Why don't you taste it? Seriously, you won't dive in just a smidge. It'll just make everything burn a little brighter, is all. Back at the house, we'll give everybody a huge cup of it.
It doesn't hurt when we free our souls from their fleshy prisons, does it?
I think your heart races for a bit, and then off we go to the ethereal plane.
Why don't we use hemlock? Like how Socrates killed himself. Hemlock doesn't hurt at all.
My God. They're brewing poison.
Because we already made 2 big batches of ditchlax. Can you imagine if we came back to the Reverend Father with a big bowl of hemlock now? He'd laugh at us. Might not even let us come along on the sacred journey.
I'll just keep stirring then.
All our questions will be answered once we're no longer in the prison of our bodies. That's what he said, right?
It's some sort of suicide cult. I'm not gonna let them poison a whole bunch of people. Now I've got to get rid of this poison. I didn't know where else to go. I'm sorry.
Did he lock you out?
You're here for Rue, I imagine.
Rue? Why the hell would I need Rue?
She's not...
That's an abortifacient.
Oh!
I'm not pregnant. I can't be. Joy's a contraceptive.
The regular kind is.
Oh, God. I'm such an idiot.
You have a lot to think about. If you keep it...
Then we'll help you as much as we can. But you'll need to be very brave, dear.
Much braver than if you don't.
Hook that away.
What was that?
There they are.
Get up! You're here. I know you're here. They ain't hard to get
Now I see what the boys like about fighting.
Mom.
Who approaches the sacred circle?
A maiden.
A mother, a wise woman.
Wise, and yet not wise.
The people there, they were wearing these sigils.
Oh, Lord. The space god people. Ransom Mackenzie's congregation in Gardner House.
They were making digitalax?
In small amounts, it's a drug. More than that, it's a poison.
You can make it from red foxglove seeds.
We make all sorts of useful potions and things out of it. You could too.
I think their Reverend Father is planning for the whole lot of them to kill themselves.
I can think of a lot of reasons to kill yourself in the Garden District. But no one should have their death chosen for them.
You know about my mum?
I remember there was a terrible accident. Your mum put the wrong herbs in the family dinner. The whole family died except you. It was just before the train, so I always wondered. It wasn't an accident, was it?
I think she didn't want my sisters to be scared. All alone in Germany. So she killed them. And I guess she didn't want Dad to hate her. So she killed him too. And she couldn't live with herself. I don't know why she left me behind.
Here.
This is the recipe for digitalax? And something more?
Mix it into their poison, and it should change from poison to... let's call it an eye-opener. You'll need digitalax for that, among other things. Come back, and I'll have the rest of what you need. You're making a sort of herbal blackberry joy, aren't you?
You know your chemistry.
I was on Harry Hayworth's team when we invented joy. One day I hope the goddess will forgive me for that.
Things will look brighter in the morning.
Don't swim in the river. The fumes will kill you.
I hope you get to meet Arthur someday. Mummy used to live at his house until she fucked everything up. Well, fucked his dad anyway.
lovely day for it. How can I help you?
Do come again soon.
I've got another little tinkering job for you, Lionel.
I do so enjoy these little commissions. No one else challenges my imagination quite like you do. That's a rather odd bag. What would you need that for?
Oh, that's for certain compounds that have to be kept at a very specific temperature and pressure.
Aren't you clever? Well, it might take a little while, but I think I can figure it out. Come on back in a little while.
Have you got my chemical bag?
Not quite.
What's your pleasure then?
Ciao, darling.
There you go. Hope your bird likes it.
Flowers. Lionel, flowers. I suppose it's sort of sweet that Grandmum poisoned everyone with her own garden flowers. I mean, she could have used rat poison. It's so impersonal.
Take a look at today's.
Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make you a meat pie. Hush, little baby, don't make a peep. Mama's gonna take you for a ride in a Jeep. Look, as a poet, Mummy makes a very good chemist. I could have been more charming to Robert Catesby. He could have helped. He's no fan of rules. But he's such a pig. Mum made the antidote, didn't she? In case she had second thoughts. But she didn't have second thoughts. They've already started. I've got to get to the poison before they all take it.
Living in this flesh bag, not knowing our higher purpose. But do we hate it enough? Anyone can say, sure, I hate living in a flesh bag. But then you say to them, well, don't then. And they're scared. They're scared to jump. What if the pickup vehicle is not really an all-net? What if there is no pickup vehicle? That's what you need.
Oh, what fun.
You did it, didn't you?
And that's for telling lies about me after school.
Jesus Christ said, whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Matthew 16. The Hindus seek moksha, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. They all ask us to embrace the next world and to joyfully give up this world. Because, of course, there is a pickup vehicle. I've been on it. I've talked to the transcended, both humans and aliens. Trust me, I would have been happy to stay up there, but if I had, I couldn't tell you the good news. I'm not talking about martyrdom. No one's talking about martyrdom. Okay, what I'm talking about might look like martyrdom to the cowards. I'm talking about
Better you than me.
This is not suicide. Both humans and aliens. Trust me, I would have been happy to stay up there, but if I had, I couldn't tell you the good news. I'm not talking about martyrdom. No one's talking about martyrdom. Okay, what I'm talking about might look like martyrdom to the cowards. I'm talking about leaving the flesh behind. Throwing it overboard. How can you float out in a pickup vehicle if you're weighed down by a bag? You can't. It's balanced. We have to leave the flesh bag and be our soul. Be only our soul. This is not suicide. Suicide is giving up. This is taking a leap of faith. We have to have faith that the transcended will catch us. There's no punishment except how you're already being punished. There's no retribution unless you already feel like you're being retributed. You just want to say it. Transcend. And sooner or later, but probably sooner, the way things are going, your flesh will have to die. Let's go. Let's get those cups out of everyone who wants some. This is our test of faith, my friends. We hate this world. We all hate this world. We hate living in this flesh bag, not knowing our higher purpose. But do we hate it enough? Anyone can say, sure, I hate living in a flesh bag. But then you say to them, well, don't then. And they're scared. They're scared to jump. What if the pickup vehicle is not really an orbit? What if there is no pickup vehicle? That's why you need to hate, to really hate the flesh bag. You have to be willing to not live in it without any solid confirmation that the pickup vehicle is there. Does this seem strange to you? It shouldn't. Jesus Christ said, whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Matthew 16. The Hindus seek moksha, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. They all ask us to embrace the next world and to joyfully give up this world. Because, of course, there is a pickup vehicle. I've been on it. I've talked to the transcended, both humans and aliens. Trust me, I would have been happy to stay up there, but if I had, I couldn't tell you the good news. I'm not talking about martyrdom. No one's talking about martyrdom. the flesh bag and be our soul. Be only our soul. This is not suicide. Suicide is giving up. This is taking a leap of faith. We have more faith that the transcendent will catch us. There's no punishment except how you're already being punished. There's no retribution unless you already feel like you're being retributed. You just won't ascend. You don't transcend. And sooner or later, probably sooner, the way things are going, you'll flip. Let's go. Let's get those cups out to everyone who wants some. This is our test of faith, my friends. We hate this world. We all hate this world. We hate living in this flesh bag, not knowing our higher purpose. But do we hate it enough? Anyone can say, sure, I hate living in a flesh bag. But then you say to them, well, don't then. And they're scared. They're scared to jump. What if the pickup vehicle is not really in orbit? What if there is no pickup vehicle? That's why you need to hate, really hate the flesh bag. You have to be willing to not live in it without any solid confirmation that the pickup vehicle is there. Does this seem strange to you? It shouldn't. Jesus Christ said, for whosoever will see it shall lose it. Matthew 16. The Hindus seek moksha, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. They all ask us to embrace the next world and joyfully give up this world. Because of course, there is a pickup vehicle. I've been on it. I've talked to the transcended, both humans and aliens. Trust me, I would have been happy to stay up there, but if I had, I couldn't tell you the good news. I'm not talking about martyrdom. No one's talking about martyrdom. Okay, what I'm talking about might look like martyrdom to the cowards. I'm talking about leaving the flesh bag behind, throwing it overboard. How can you float up to the pickup vehicle if you're weighed down by a bag? You can't. It's ballast. We have to leave the flesh bag and be our soul. Be only our soul. This is not suicide. Suicide is giving up. This is taking a leap of faith. We have to have faith that the transcendent will catch us. There's no punishment except how you're already being punished. There's no retribution unless you already feel like you're being retributed. You just won't ascend. You don't transcend. And sooner or later, probably sooner, the way things are going, you'll flesh bag. Let's go. Let's get those cups out to everyone who wants some. This is our test of faith, my friends. We hate this world. We all hate this world. We hate living in this flesh bag, not knowing our higher. But do we hate it enough? Anyone can say, sure, I hate living in a flesh bag. But then you say to them, well, don't then. And they're scared. They're scared to jump. What if the pickup vehicle is not really in orbit? What if there is no pickup vehicle? That's why you need to hate, really hate the flesh bag. You have to be willing to not live in it without any solid confirmation that the pickup vehicle is there. Does this seem strange to you? It shouldn't. Jesus Christ said, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Matthew 16. The Hindus seek moksha, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. They all ask us to embrace the next world and to joyfully give up this world. Because, of course, there is a pickup vehicle. I've been on it. I've talked to the transcended, both humans and aliens. Trust me, I would have been happy to stay up there, but if I had, I couldn't tell you the good news. I'm not talking about martyrdom. No one's talking about martyrdom. Why, what I'm talking about when you look like martyrdom counts. I'm talking about leaving the flesh bag behind. Throwing it overboard. How can you
That's what they're gonna poison everyone with.
Vehicle if you're weighed down by a bag? You can't. It's ballast. We have to leave the flesh bag and be our soul. Be only our soul. This is not suicide. Suicide is giving up. This is taking a leap of faith. We have to have faith that the transcendent will catch us. There's no punishment, except how you're already being punished. There's no retribution, unless you already feel like you're being retributed. You just want to say, you don't transcend, and sooner or later, and probably sooner, the way things are going, your flesh bag. Let's go, let's get
If I've done this right, they'll realise the world is a lot bigger than the Garden District. Or something.
We hate this world. We all hate this world.
We're going to start handing out the cups now. Don't worry, there's enough for everyone. More than enough. But don't sip it, or you might feel sick for a bit. A little might make you queasy. A full cup and you won't feel a thing. You'll just wake up in a little while, feeling no pain, feeling no gravity, looking down at the earth from the pickup vehicle, and then you'll get to meet everybody up there.
Hands are really beautiful, aren't they? They're like God's hands.
I've never noticed all the colours. Is this heaven?
Life's so short, you know?
This place is bad. It's a bad place.
Why did you want us to die? Why? It's because you wanted to die, isn't it? You just wanted company.
Let's get out of here. We're leaving. You can kill yourself if you like.
Wait! Don't go! You'll miss the pickup vehicle! You'll all miss the pickup vehicle!
You sick, dying bastard.
What are you doing? These people are trying to get to a higher plane of existence.
Are you mad? Or are you just a swindler who's convinced himself? I don't think I care.
Prove it's not true. You can't. You might as well try to prove that God doesn't exist.
I think Wellington Wells is a pretty good proof of that.
Get out, meddler! Heathen!
Whoa! Whoa! Yo! Hey!
Sorry, pickup vehicle service on this line has been permanently suspended.
Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive, nothing in sight, forever in flight, follow those lines, we'll make it this time, blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight.